Shazam, Fury of the Gods. Now, one of the reasons why I was really excited to see this movie is because the first movie had a lot of heart in it. It had a lot of humor in it. And it was just a nice, tiny little movie that didn't take itself too seriously. So I was hoping for a lot of the same thing in the second movie. And I'll tell you right now, it's not as exciting as I would hoped it to be. There are some good things about it, and I'll explain, but I'll also definitely get into the things that I didn't like about it. So here are the things that I enjoyed about the movie. They play off of that family dynamic like they did in the first movie. Here they have to learn how to fight evil, fight crimes, or save the day as heroes. It's when they get challenged by a greater power, right, that they have to then really pull together to figure out how they're going to do it. So that's what I liked. The other thing that I liked about the movie is the music. You know, the music that plays in the background is supposed to complement the scene. It's supposed to take that scene and just up it up just a little bit to make it better. Unfortunately, the music is far more powerful and better than the scene itself. And it should be the other way around. The other thing that I like is the production. The production team really made a really beautiful looking movie. You know, the sets were good. The costumes were good. The designs for things were really good. And so they really put something together. Now, a lot like the first movie, this movie has a lot of humor. But this is where I'm going to just kind of really break down and tell you what I didn't like about the movie. There is a lot of humor, but most of it falls flat. The characters in this movie were so silly. It was over the top, and they were acting more like children than they were teenagers, because that's roughly around the age, that mentality they have to be at is at the teenager years, but I think they were acting more like 5-year-olds. Now, this movie has way too much exposition. So basically, as they're moving along through the movie and they have to go to point A to point B, there's never really any struggle. They don't really do anything. They don't take any actions to go and actually do things. What you find a lot throughout the whole movie, this is basically the beats of this movie: action scene, talk, standing, walking, talking, figuring things out, action scene, talking, and on and on and on. When the evildoers were being evil and they were like, you know, destroying the city, people died. And when they died, you felt the consequences. But every other time, you didn't. There was so many times in this movie where the action was going on, and when people should have been running for their lives, screaming, they just stood there. There was no urgency going on at all. So whether it's the crowd or it's the superheroes, they're just standing and talking and walking. So there was a lot of that. Lucy Liu's in this movie. She's one of the bad guys. And Lucy Liu, she's been in so many good movies in the past. She was an action star. You know, Lucy Liu can kick ass. But in this movie, she literally doesn't do very much. Her acting is flat. And her action scenes are literally pointing a weapon, shooting, standing, talking, pointing, and shooting. So that's it. I really didn't feel that this movie was worth the popcorn, you know, because it really comes down to that. You know, I don't think this movie sucks. I just think that it's very meh. There's just, I would pass on this one. Considering that there are other movies that are coming up, I would save my money. You know, next week I'm going to go see John Wick 4. Then after that, we have Dungeons and Dragons. I'm really excited for that one. It should be a good family film. And then heading into the next month after that, we have, what is it? Guardians of the Galaxy 3? And also Super Mario Brothers coming up. So if you had to pick and choose where you're going to spend your money, I probably wouldn't do it for Shazam 2, unfortunately. So if you want to know what I think about these upcoming movies, then make sure to subscribe to the channel. check in with me, and I'll give you my thoughts, my reviews. So anyway, until next time, enjoy life. Take care, and I wish you well.